If there was an easy way to learn the Russian alphabet without much effort, would you try it? Because in this video, I want to share with you a new strategy that uses 14 English, yes, English words to learn the Russian alphabet. And they're all related to food. Я использовал подобный метод, когда я сам выучил этот алфавит, когда я только начал изучать русский язык. So in this video, you'll learn why using English words can help you learn the alphabet faster and the correct pronunciation of each letter of the Russian alphabet. The first word is milkshake. Milkshake. And in Russian you say milkshake. The first letter is an M, which looks and sounds exactly like the English M, like in March. The next letter in milkshake is the E, which sounds like the English E in tea. Then we've got the L, which looks different, but you pronounce it like a regular English L, like the L in lemon. Now we've got the K, which is another easy one, as it looks and sounds the same as in English, like the K in key. The next letter, sh, is the sh in shake. It looks different, but it's not that tough to pronounce, actually. Then we've got the yeah, which looks like an English E, but in Russian it sounds like yeah. For example, yeah. Then we have the Y, which is like the Y in yolk. It looks like an E, but with a little hat on it. Now we end milkshake with a K, and voila, we've already had 7 out of the 33 letters of the Russian alphabet. See how easy the alphabet becomes once you tie Russian letters to English letters in words that you already know. The next word is vodka. Vodka. This will add 4 more letters to our collection. It starts with a V, which in Russian sounds like a V. And this is one of the annoying or frustrating letters, false friends, as it looks like another letter in English. So it's normal for your brain to need some time to recognize it as a V instead of a B. Then we've got an O, which is more like the English O in more. And then we've got a D, which looks funny, but is exactly like the English D in, for example, done. We'll skip the K in vodka, as we already learned it in milkshake, and move on to the A. It looks and sounds like the English A, like in car. 2 words learned so far, 1/3 of the alphabet. So there's 11 from the 33 letters. The next word is grapefruit. Can you guess? Yes, it's grapefruit. The first letter G is like the G in good. This shouldn't be too difficult. And the next letter is the Russian rolling R. You can make the sounds by touching the top palate of your mouth with your tongue when you breathe out. This may take some practice, but just realize that there are plenty of native Russian speakers who also cannot roll their R's. This is called kartavit, and if I were to say it without rolling my R, it would sound like kartavit. Мне на самом деле нравится, когда человек картавит. Это интересно звучит. Помидоры, огурец и укроп. And these people can get made fun of in Russia, but if you're not a native speaker, it's completely fine if you don't say it perfectly. The next letter in grapefruit, we don't know, is the P. And it's like the English P in person. It just looks differently. Then we've got an F, as in fruit, fruit. The next letter in grapefruit is the U, which looks like a Y, but you pronounce it as U, for example, moon. Then we end grapefruit with a T, which looks and sounds the same as English tea, fruit. All right, we're past halfway actually, 17 done, 16 to go. The next word on our list is barbecue. Guess that means barbecue, right? So the first letter is a B. It resembles a 6, but it sounds like the English B in barbecue. Then the R back part we already covered. So the next new letter is the U, which is like U, as in you. Next, we've got cheeseburger, which is cheeseburger, of course. The first letter is a Ch, which is like the Ch in cheese. Then we've got a Z, which looks like a 3, but is the Russian Z, as in zoo. The rest, burger, we already know with the previous letters. So we're at 21 out of 33 already. Just like the other words, our new word is also related to food, and it's pizzeria, which of course means pizzeria. The first new letter is the Z, which is like the English T and S combined, like in tsar or bits. Then the last letter of pizzeria is new, the ya, which looks like a reversed English R, but is pronounced like ya in yard, yard. This letter on its own, ya, also means I, as in I'm speaking. 23 out of 33, so we got 10 left. Now, I couldn't find a food-related cognate with the e, so I took export, because food can be exported, right? And the first letter is the e, like in the English end. Then we've got the S, which looks like an English C, but is just a regular S, as in simple. Simple, right? The rest we already know, so now we got 8 letters left. Okay, what would hot dog mean? Hot dog, of course. Now, Russian doesn't have this softer H sound, but they make it harsher, like a H. English doesn't really have this, but a fun trick to say it is by saying a K, K, and then trying to prolong it. So, K, 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 K. Now we've got the drink gin, gin, and the R is what makes up the second buzzing part of the D-J combination, gin. Or in English, it would be like the J in the word vision. Then we've got the letter N, which looks like an H, but it's just a regular N sound. 5 left. Now we're getting an interesting word, liqueur, which is liquor. It's not 100% pronounced the same, but the yol is a pretty rare letter in Russian, and I just couldn't find a good other cognate that had the same pronunciation. And the yol is pronounced as yol, like in yolk, the combination of a Y and a O sound, yol. The next alcohol-related word is cocktail, which is a cocktail. And here is where Russian gets interesting, because the last letter is a soft sign, мягкий знак. This letter does not have a sound, but it rather makes the previous letter softer. For example, a regular L sounds like L, but with a soft sign after it, it's more like L, L. It's the same with the English lip and leap. When you say lip, lip, the L is much harder than when you say leap. Try it. But to be honest, for the first couple of months to a year or even longer, I didn't pay much attention to this letter at all. If you just listen to correctly spoken Russian and try to repeat or emulate it, that will already do wonders for your pronunciation. Then we've got the Russian soup borщ, which is borщ, the Russian beet soup. And the sh is pronounced like the sh in shoe, shoe. You probably think it sounds similar to the sh or sh in shake, and that's normal. It still often sounds the same to me after 8 years of learning Russian. Just shows that you don't need a perfect accent to be understood or have people compliment you on your Russian skills. All right, 2 letters left. This word, object, of course means object. And the unknown letter, tвердый знак, heart sign, also does not have a sound. Rather, what it does is insert a pause or break into the word. So, object, object. This is pretty straightforward. By the way, why did I say object instead of object? That's because in Russian, O changes its pronunciation to an A if it's not stressed. This is frustrating as it's random, but something you'll learn over time as you listen to correctly spoken Russian and learn vocabulary with a method that shows you the stress marks underneath each word. Now, what would macaroni mean? Macaroni. And the last I is a fun letter that many people struggle with. It sounds like an E, but pronounced more from the back of your throat. Try saying E, and then gradually pronounce it from further back. E, or just act as if you're punched in the stomach while you say the E. Congratulations, we've now covered the entire alphabet using these cognates that are the same in English as in Russian. And these were just only 14 words, but I've got a whole list of 750 of these Russian English cognates, and I highly recommend downloading that list and just reading through the words. Just doing that will make the letters of the alphabet really stick in your mind. You can download the list in the link in the description. It took me a while to make it, so I can't guarantee it'll be free online forever. So if you're interested, I recommend downloading the list now. Спасибо за просмотр.